not doing any, man.
Somehow, after being on the road for a month, India feels even further away. Right now we're somewhere along the edge of Bavaria, on the Austrian border, and the world has never felt bigger or more inspiring.
So beautiful. All worthwhile, all the hills, you get moments like this and it's just...
There were a lot of nerves at the beginning. Such a long-awaited trip. All the medical things before leaving. Starting in November with little winter experience. Following a popular cycle route seemed like a good option, but things really changed when we followed our own path through Bavaria. We found our pace, spending days riding remote woodland trails, then nights hidden amongst the trees. The winter riding is like nothing we've experienced before. Turns out it can be incredibly peaceful, but it does grind you down. Constantly cold, the short days seem to slow, crunching away on ice and snow. Below zero, you just can't stop for long, and with expensive accommodation, we've barely had a day off. But turns out Christmas markets are some of the best places in the world to warm your spirits. The locals have made such a huge impact. Makes me smile thinking of all the friends we've made, and the incredible places we've slept to. A 90-day Schengen visa is always at the back of my mind, particularly with it so hard to predict distances in the snow. But we've accepted it's a journey that just can't be rushed.
We're going 1.7 miles an hour.
Our most memorable moment was a huge detour climbing up and into the German jungle. The cold was unbearable. Days spent pushing our bikes in the ice towards our highest peak, debating whether we should turn back as the sun dropped.
We're getting close, I think.
But damn, I'm so glad we didn't. And the views from the top, we will never forget it. So now we're in Bavaria for Christmas. We made friends with a local guy, Tommy, who drove us to Munich for a 24-hour party in the capital. Another experience for the memory book. Tomorrow we enter Austria and attempt to cross the mountains, so long as the snow doesn't turn us back. I'll be honest, the elevation spike is pretty damn intimidating, but tomorrow we start climbing.
Feels so good.
Okay, so we are back on a river.
Yes, on the Danube.
On the Danube, which is a river we can take.
All the way to the Black Sea if we wanted.
And so this goes all the way to Vienna. And always our thought was that if the weather got really, really snowy, we could follow it to Vienna. It'd be very flat. And then we could go south from there, avoid a lot of like mountains and snow.
Yeah.
Or our preferred route would be to head south and cross more directly over Austria through the like skirting around the Alps.
Yeah, sort of through the mountains a little bit more.
And then into Croatia and Slovenia.
Yeah.
And so that's what we're going to try and do. So we're on here for the day and then we pull south.
Yeah.
And we go to our biggest mountains so far. Our first mountains.
Yeah, our first glimpse of proper mountains, and it's really, really exciting to think they're what we're going to be going over. They look cold and big and imposing. I can't wait.
So it's our first night in Austria.
I think it's going to get down to minus.
It's the coldest temperature I think we've been in, and farmer has invited us to stay in this
Yeah, this little hut.
little cabin.
So
So
we're
it's
in here. We are contemplating whether it's warmer because in our tent
smaller air.
it's small, yeah, and I think we warm it up quite easily. But obviously this is better insulated, so
Yeah, and it's easier, more room.
yeah. So
But we will see.
one of us is going to sleep in here, and one of us is going to sleep outside in the tent, and we'll report back.
whoever's grumpier in the morning, it's like
So it turns out our beautiful new little friend.
You're going to go out. It's really cold out and you don't want to go out.
It's really food driven.
Up here.
So Josh is trying to keep the.
Look, I'm hungry. I've had a hard day. Stop it. You're going to go out. You're going to go out. You're going to go out. It is the beginning of January. This is our first winter on the bikes and it seems to deepen each day. We're constantly learning how to keep warm, but still have a long way to go. Germany really opened our eyes to winter riding. Everything slows and the snow mutes the monochrome world around. Days are reduced to finding food, warmth and shelter. It's all very mindful and deliberate. But the temperatures here in Austria, they are just that much colder.
So we're on a mission to not sweat.
I'm sweating.
It's getting to the end of the day. Last night we really sweated hard, and then our clothes were freezing cold and wet this morning. So
Yeah, because the sweat the wetness just doesn't dry. It stays frozen on there.
yeah, so no sweating,
I'm already sweating.
sweatless.
These opening days have been really hard. But last night we were welcome to sleep in a yoga studio by Carl and his amazing family. We are struggling with the conditions. Perhaps we should have followed the Danube. But the local kindness and the natural experiences alone are enough to keep us going.
So this was earlier than we were meant to have lunch.
Yeah, but I think with you like this, with a table and seats, you can't really pass it up.
This is too good to
Yeah.
say no to, I think.
Beautiful. It's
We had our coldest temperatures to date that we've ever experienced. It got down to -13.
Yeah.
And it was really, really hard.
Yeah.
And that was at much lower altitude. So we have a surprise,
A warm surprise.
waiting for us in 15 miles, which we hope will make the trip
A
lot
little bit
easier.
Woo!
It's day 5 in Austria. Slowly we're getting used to the conditions. Each day we climb up and up, The conditions are getting harsher, but I have never seen landscapes quite like it. Trains cover the country in a day, cars pass the region in hours, and then there's us. We covered just 15 miles in the whole day, mostly pushing.
England? Yes. I'm not all the way with the bike.
Yes. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We tried to go to India.
To India?
Yes.
Best.
Yeah, that's the beginning.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, but we'll get warmer. Yeah.
We hope.
You will sleep in the tent.
Yeah.
It's not too cold.
It is cold, but
Yes.
But yeah, it's.
Come in, please.
Okay. What do you think of our residence for the night?
Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? There's like a bar that's attached to like a guest house and campsite that's closed for the season.
We saw there was a campsite and we called the guy, and they're closed, and we were like, "Oh, we're cycling. Is there any way we could just?"
We didn't say we were cycling.
Did we not say we were
No,
cycling?
we didn't, which is why when
We just said we had a tent.
we just said we had a tent, which is why when we arrived and he turned up in a sort of like
Snowplow.
yeah, he laughed at us.
It was like,
Laughed out
what?
loud.
Bugs. Yeah,
Yeah.
and so he's just given us, gave us a shot of snaps,
Yep.
put a heater on for us,
Yeah, which is a real luxury.
and we can just camp on the floor.
Yeah.
Where we are now, he said, is like the start of the mountains, and it's very, very slow going. We have maybe kind of like, I don't know, 40 or 50 miles
Yeah.
between to get over this set of mountains.
Yeah, and the reason it's so slow is because the roads are clear because they've been sort of gritted and there's lots of cars, but the cycle path that sort of weaves alongside it is covered in snow and it's a good couple of inches. So it's very, very slow going, just sort of cycling through the snow. We've only got 2.25 inch tyres on, so yeah, I'm very slippery.
Worst comes to worst, we can turn back.
Yeah, we can always turn back.
Yeah.
And then it'll be downhill.
Are you happy doing that?
Yeah, I'm happy to. Are you happy doing that?
Yes, I'm quite excited to see big snowy mountains.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah. So as originally saying, that's a bit chilly, and like spicy foods has the same effect on our bodies as like having a drink of alcohol.
Really?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
Today we cycled up and into Kalkalpen National Park, Austria's largest contiguous forest wilderness. This biodiverse region filled with more than 10,000 species of animals and plants. I'll be honest, with the sun blotted out by the trees, temperatures were agonizing, but every now and again a beam of sunshine stretched through the canopy and warmed our souls. It is grueling at points, but my God, it is beautiful.
So beautiful. The path is just completely snowy and icy, so all we can hear is that crunching under our tyres and then the distant trickle of water in the background.
Slowly we make our way towards our biggest peaks, and I'm realizing how this winter trip is all being made possible by cycle hosts and the kindness of locals.
Wow. This may be our home for the night. Oh wow.
Is this place okay for you?
Yeah.
This is great. Yeah, this is great. Another place we have never ever slept before. Home for the night.
Lena and Matthias ran this alpine farm, which had been in the family for generations. Work began at 5 a.m, nearly 365 days a year, in the same place, always amongst family and the animals, which they all knew by name.
So she likes to cuddle a lot. And this white one is very mean. She pushes all the other cows around.
Does she?
The bully of the...
We have been gifted so much from our host. So we have some tea, all of which is grown here and then dried. I think this is the tea infusion we had last night, which was delicious. Then we have some homemade mozzarella that looks absolutely amazing. And then we have another homemade cheese. This one's a bit harder. Again, all of these herbs, the garlic, all homegrown here. And some yogurt as well. It's all organic, like literally from these cows right next to us.
So we've been saying hello to.
Yeah, and it's not fermented, so it's meant to be better for your stomach as well. But I mean, it just, yeah, it's amazing.
We finally reached them. These distant mountains that had been looming on the horizon. Each day climbing higher, getting closer, constantly checking the forecast to see if it would be passable. In my head, these peaks had become our last test to make it through winter. Past them, the trail flattens and the conditions should ease. Spring is just there waiting for us on the other side.
So it's our first night in the tent for quite a few days because we've been asking people for places to stay, and because it's been so cold, loads of people have just offered us like little cabins or little huts that we could stay in, which has been amazing. And I feel like when it's so cold, we've never wanted to turn that down, but we've also missed being in the tent a little bit. Everything is freezing very, very quickly, and I've just looked at the forecast and it goes to -10, so it's not quite as mild as we thought it was going to be, but yeah, getting a bit more comfortable in the cold. Yeah, really enjoying it. It's hard, but it's so beautiful at the same time. Yeah, and just further into the mountains tomorrow.
This is frozen.
The Aeropress.
Yeah. Oh, it feels so bright. I think because we've been like in the shade, it feels really, really bright.
I've got snow in my porridge.
Oh no!
It's hot.
Yeah, it's really warm. It's really warm. I might have to change into shorts.
I keep thinking how different this trip would be if we'd left in June. If we'd listened to family saying, why not wait until spring? Or even if we'd taken the Danube to avoid wintry mountains.
Our first mountains.
Yeah, our first glimpse of proper mountains. And it's really, really exciting to think they're what we're going to be going over.
It would have been less challenging, probably less stressful. But I don't think it would have felt this damn good.
Always had on like the altitude map this huge spike which just went up, and
Which was kind of unavoidable. There was like slightly different ways we could take, but either way we were going to have to go up hugely.
yeah, and it has always been, we've been a little bit apprehensive of it being in the winter, knowing that
Yeah.
it would massively change depending on the day and the conditions.
Yeah, and the snow
And this is us at the top of that spike. And now there are kind of other smaller climbs, but this is the highest bit
yeah.
until Bosnia, unless something crazy happens and we take a massive detour. Celebratory cake.
Yeah, celebrate our big
You
climb
made it.
and our downhill success.
We began our long descent into Slovenia, but then a local told us there was a more scenic route. We asked, was it hilly? He said no, not really.
How you doing?
This is how I'm doing. I am knackered.
Cesaris Blatt.
Done no more uphills for at least 2 hours. Please. We're high up. We're really high up. This is how high we are. Woo!
Today we reached the highest altitude ever on the bikes. Again.
And such a perfect day as well. Like, this climb has killed us.
But with this visibility, to be able to see all these peaks, incredible.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Still going downhill. I think this is the longest and maybe one of the best downhills that we've ever had. Ever. It's just going on forever. I love it. Whoa! This is definitely steep.
So we have left the mountains. We're both pretty exhausted, but we've just pretty much been cycling downhill for a day and a half, which has been amazing. And the whole landscape is completely changed. And now the Balkans lie ahead. We'll soon cross into Slovenia, and this is a whole region that we have never explored before, and we don't really have much of a route or a plan. There's just lots of places that we really hope we will get to, and we're both very excited to cross the border into a whole new culture and a whole new place to experience.